how ServiceNow GRC stand apart from the traditional GRC tools. So first up, we have the architecture. Okay, the traditional GRC tools are often on-premise, and if not on-premise, they are fragmented across the cloud-hosted solutions. Like you have certain piece on-premises, certain piece you have online, certain piece you have on some different vendor. So you have all of that fragmented. But with ServiceNow, all of that in just one single platform itself only, which is cloud native, built on Now platform, trusted by many companies, many Fortune 500 companies itself only. Then we have integration capability. So traditional GRC would not be having integration capability out of the box. You have to build connectors, you have to integrate APIs. But with ServiceNow, you get them out of the box. You are simply configuring the connectors which are already available in Now platform, and you are able to do things much faster. And it is automatically deeply integrated into ITSM, CMDB, HRSD, all the modules that ServiceNow already provides. Then we have deployment model. So deployment model is for traditional GRC, it is either all or none. You cannot deploy piece by piece. You cannot deploy module by module. But with ServiceNow, you can do that. You can deploy, let's say, the policy management. You can deploy the risk management. You can deploy the business continuity management. As you saw, I think I showed you 4 modules. Okay, so you can define which modules you want to move ahead with first. You don't have to commit like it would be either all or none. So you have to wait for 12 months or 18 months. You can simply, go live with certain modules in just 4 weeks or maybe 10 weeks itself only. Then we have configurability.
Well, this is like point for me that
Yeah.
it is not very heavy code. It is low code or no code. So that helps, because otherwise the traditional systems at times need very custom heavy coding. And that is not the case with ServiceNow GRC, right? So yeah, after that it is.
After that, it is monitoring and automation. As you saw, ServiceNow is great at doing that. Traditional systems are not great at doing that.
Yes.
Then we have audit readiness. So audit readiness is something where we have to, do some prep on our end, where we are prone to miss or, escape some of the things that might be required for auditing. But with ServiceNow in place, you would be having a platform which allows you to do things more intuitively, and you don't have to spend much of your time in doing certain things which are I think waste of your time itself only, and draining your energy from you. Then we have UX. So user experience is again something that traditional platforms does not provide that well.
Yes.
But ServiceNow does. Then we have
There is just one more difference here, that again, because it is very interdepartmental, and because all of the departments use it, so UI UX is an important point. Not every department is going to be very easy, very smart with the interface that is there.
Yeah.
So with different departments, there is a UI UX needed, which is very eased out and which is very easy to understand and easy to operate.
Just to add on to that, something that ServiceNow provides is, let's say if finance is viewing it, we can have a tailored UI for them. If the accounts team is viewing it, we have a different,
Right.
UI tailored for them. If the IT team is viewing it, we have a different UI tailored for them. So this is something we have as a capability itself only. And again, going back to the common challenges, this was a challenge that a lot of enterprises
True.
are facing. Yeah.
All right. After that, it is, I think, reporting and analytics. So in traditional systems, there was a lot of static reports, fragmented data, again, lack of centralized system. But with ServiceNow, we have live dashboards, we have granular risk mapping using CMDB, and most importantly, predictive insights. So where I talked about being proactive decision makers rather than reactive decision makers, that is exactly the point where that differentiation happens. After that, it is time to value. So 6 to 12 months of average legacy to 6 to 12 months is what average legacy tools take, whereas in ServiceNow it is just 6 to 8 weeks of for core modules. So Vijay, if you want to again explain this point a little bit in a better manner, you can.
Again, I think I kind of touched based upon it when I said in traditional it is all or none. In ServiceNow it is module by module itself only. So we can deploy a module in just 6 to 8 weeks itself only. But in traditional one, you have to deploy each and everything all at once. So that's why it takes approximately 6 to 12 months in order to get something out there live. And even if we do all or none with, let's say, ServiceNow itself only, it would be much lesser for that, because it's a low code, no code platform. A lot of things comes out of the box. We have content packs from GRC, so you don't have to create those policies for you. So you don't have to do that. All right. Next, we have scalability and flexibility. So again, traditional ones are having bottlenecks due to custom architecture, but ServiceNow is scalable because it is built on our platform. Then we have upgrade path. So manual upgrades and revalidation often require coding, or often requires a developer to make those modifications in the traditional ones. But in ServiceNow, we don't require all of that. It is just point and click, or either it is pre-updated by ServiceNow itself only. Then we have total cost of ownership. So in traditional ones, the cost is bit high because you have to manage the servers, you have to manage the licensing cost of that particular tool as well. And then we have to manage and support the server itself only. But in ServiceNow, you don't have to waste your time in doing all of that. Then we have cross-functional adoption. Again, ServiceNow is better because it provides us broad access to risk, IT, security, procurement, legal, and business. But in traditional, it is simply to risk and compliance only. Now, use case expansion is often rigid in traditional, systems, but in ServiceNow, it is easily extendable with various tools and various capabilities, which provides us more resilience and privacy management. Like, there are a lot of things. We have AI control tower as well, and all of that. So we are not limited to just governance and compliance itself only. We can do a lot more than that if we are utilizing platform like ServiceNow, or in fact, platform which is ServiceNow GRC itself only.
All right. Wow, that was, I think now the decision making should be done. So clearly, traditional systems have lagged a lot. We talked about the challenges when we started the webinar also. Why we are putting so much emphasis on making that change is because everybody is facing these challenges, but nobody is talking about it. And we want that change to happen. We want to talk about it so that organizations could get run in a better way, and there could be more value generated on in aggregate. In